look at things from the horse's point of view. And, you know, that we have the terms horse whispering or all these things, and it's not about talking to the horse, it's about listening to the horse and seeing what they kind of need to have what you'd like to have happen.
Curt skulle kunna kallas en handelsresande i cowboykunskap. Det som ofta brukar kallas för horsemanship. Curt var med och regisserade hästarna i Robert Redfords The Horse Whisperer. Han är på besök i Sverige för att lära ut grundläggande hästhantering för några dressyrryttare.
This kind of horsemanship, it's just common sense, and it doesn't matter if you're using a workhorse in the forest or if you're riding a dressage horse or riding and roping. It doesn't matter. It's not a separate discipline, and it can help all things, and it's just common sense. The hardest thing of training a horse is controlling your emotions. And a lot of people say when they see people working around horses, they'll say they have a lot of patience or they have a lot of understanding. I think it's more understanding than patience. My wife, when we go to the grocery store or I want to hurry up and get somewhere, she doesn't think I have much patience at all. So I don't think I have a lot of patience either. But I have an understanding of the horse that if I get mad, lose my control of my emotions, and get angry and do things farther than I should, when the horse comes through and I'm still whacking on him and I can't control my emotions, then I set myself way back and the horse doesn't trust me. And the horse doesn't forget. He'll forgive us, so we can make those mistakes, but he doesn't forget, and he's always a little bit wary of us.
My goal is to be able to move the horse's feet where I'd like him to go when I'm riding him, and to have the horse go in a way that's safe for me and the horse and everybody around us. That's my goal. So now I'm building a feel in this horse where it can feel what I'd like to have happen. A little more energy or pressure, the horse will go up to the trot. I'll put a little more energy up and it should go to the canter. Good, now I'll bring it back to the trot. And then back down to the walk. Back to the walk. I'll just get it to come down to the walk. As soon as that happens, I'll take the pressure off.
So I try to drive the horse, get him moving his feet, but have his mind with me all the time.
Now I'd like to have the horse look at me here. So I'll do something, try to draw the horse's mind to me. I just want to draw the horse's mind to me. Become more interesting than everything else, and then I'll back off.
When people first see, like myself or a lot of other people that work in the round pen and get the horse, we call it hooking the horse on. And a lot of people that haven't seen that before, it's like an amazing thing, and it seems like magic. And it's not magic at all. It's simply making it more difficult for the horse to be away from you than it is for the horse to be with you.
I'm going to use my rope to help her to learn to stay.
The rope, it's an extension of our arm. And with the lasso, I can have the communication with the horse from 60 feet away.
Gretchen, now I'll just sit and hold and see if I can get those hindquarters to bend. There, she can keep straight with me. Now I can approach the horse a little faster here, and she has to kind of stay with me. So I can do things a little more aggressively where she has to stay. I can bring her back to me. The most important thing we have to do once we get all of our horse is get control of the hindquarters. The hindquarters should step across. It's a forward move for the hindquarters. When they're stepping across, they need to be stepping forward. If it's this leg here, it should be stepping in front of the outside hind foot here. So I'll kind of go towards the tail and see if I can get this horse yielding. The hindquarters are the engine of the horse. If you can't control the hindquarters, the horse can do anything. It can buck, run away, rear up, whatever. But if you can get the hindquarters stepping across, you have control of the horse.
Stuff that you do in the round pen or on your halter rope or whatever, make sure it has an effect once you get on their back. Because that's what it's all about for me, is to get on my horse and have as nice and easy and good a ride as I can get. And I think it gets lost sometimes. And the horse actually gets worse because of the groundwork than better.
She's real light on the halter rope, and I want to have that happening. I want to have it where I can work this horse with one finger, to have it operate with one finger. And I'll help with my other finger, my whole hand here. I'll step the weight back. But if she can learn to operate with just that much pressure on the halter rope, then there'll be no need for holding with two hands real stiff, if we can get there. And I'll ask her to back up. Now, once again, I'm not going to make her back up I'm going to just make it difficult to be here. So I'll just shift here, same pull. Once again, if I'm going to be riding the horse and going to ask the horse to back up, the pull will come right from there. I'll be sitting on the horse pulling back. This is where the pull is going to come from. So that's what I'm going to try to do with my hand. But I'm not going to force the horse back because that'll cause resistance. She won't want to back up. It won't be her idea, and she'll try to push against me. All I'm going to do here is make it difficult for her to be here, so she decides to back on her own. I'm just going to hold and rub side to side. I'm not pushing back. That'll cause a brace. I'll just make it difficult for her to be here. Then as soon as she steps back, I'll release and pet her. Once again, here, and I'd like her to bring her head down a little bit, but I won't worry about it at first. She might make it down. Good. There. So she's understanding that to get away from that pressure, she'll step back.
It's not the cue or the idea that we present the horse by pulling on a rein or pulling on the rope. It's when the horse comes through and understands, then we have to release all the pressure. And then the horse says, ah, I see. Okay, that's what you need me to do. And the quicker you can release, the sooner the horse will understand. And then the communication gets better and better.